So this morning I woke up with a pretty loud message from my spirit guides. Um, and it was basically put down your protections, was really loud and really clear. We're still we're kind of out of the shadow of the full moon on Monday night, but we're still Mercury retrograde. And we're in this, I would call it a bookend, right? So tomorrow is the last quarter moon. It's going to be in Gemini. We're in Mercury retrograde. We have our next new moon, I think it's September 2nd or the 3rd. And it starts eclipse season, which is when things get shaken up. And I think a lot of people, especially a lot of people I've been talking to lately, that there has been a lot of shakeups in the past week, and you've probably been feeling very emotional. And right now is the time to ground. I woke up this morning, and as soon as I got that message from my spirit guides, I took a walk by the lake and grounded myself. We have a lake next to our house, which is really beautiful. And then I did a lot of protections. I've got incense going. I even had gotten there's this little spirit guide candle. I don't want it to spill on my altar cloth, but I got this like little spirit guide candle from a place that was like right next to hot springs. And I'm burning it today because I'm pulling in my team. I'm pulling in my guides. It's time. And also, tomorrow is the last quarter moon. It's in Gemini. And it's that perfect, like, book ending point to ground yourself after the full moon, kind of like prepare all of your protections for the upcoming eclipse season that will kind of shake things up to see where they all settle, where the dust settles. But I wanted to do a rune pull around this energy because I can't say enough, like, if you are working on your intuition, if you're raising vibration, if you are opening yourself up to universe, your spirituality, all those things, the one thing I tell my clients and my students is that you're also opening up to the other energies out there while you're opening yourself up to your own, inner self, higher self, inner child, divine feminine. And the one thing that I always put down all the time is protections before I do any kind of work myself. But for some reason, this message, I feel like someone needs to hear it, because there's a lot of shaking up that is happening and is about to happen, but it's about watching out for yourself as you move along, and also asking your spirit guides to step in and watch for you. So current energy is Yera. Yera means cycle. And as I was just saying, we're in a cycle. Whenever I pull Yera, it's all about like lunar cycles, cycles in life, like endings and beginnings. And as I said, this feels like this energy right now, it feels like a bookend. It feels like it's almost like the last page of a chapter. It's that, like, the 2 pages in a book where it's like last page of a chapter, first page of the next. That's what this energy feels like. And so it's like, take a break, acknowledge the cycles that are happening in nature, in yourself, in your intuition, all of those things. But just take a beat to acknowledge the fact that you are in one. And I'll also say this is that a lot of people are letting go of things. Like the month of August alone has been completely all about like ending chapters, bringing things to a close. And it's almost like things coming to not a head, but coming to an ending that is bittersweet in its nature. The challenge energy is Awaz, which is surrender, which is, the one thing that I always like mention to people is that when you are doing protections, you really do have to acknowledge the fact that when you work with magic, when you work with your intuition, when you are building up your mediumship, whatever it is in your spirituality, whatever realm that you are working with, you have to abandon some of the conditioning that you had growing up and not believing in certain things, right? It's almost like you have to let go of the things that you can't control. And that's what the energy of Awaz is you need to just surrender, and like the things that you can't control, let go of them. The more that you hold on to them, the more chaotic your life is going to be. And then the outcome of that energy is Wunjo, which is joy, which that's really interesting. This past week for me has been very emotionally charged, but with all of the kind of low lows, there's been like super high highs. And I feel like, once we acknowledge the fact that, everything is a cycle, right? And the important thing is with every beginning comes an end, and with every end comes a beginning, acknowledging that, surrendering to the fact that you can't control everything, but also knowing that in those little pockets in between the chaos or the I guess just the emotional like state of wherever you're at, find the moments of joy to ground yourself. And that is the biggest thing. Today, tomorrow, it's like I was told to give you the message today by my spirit guides, but pretty much I would say as soon as tomorrow, find really concrete ways to ground yourself, and then solid ways to protect yourself. For me, I light incense every morning. I have a protective candle. I'm calling in my spirit guides to be like, hey guys, like, let's, we need a little bit extra. But however it is that you do it, I would start doing it tomorrow with the last quarter moon in Gemini. So I hope this reaches whoever it's meant to reach, and have a great day, guys. Have a great weekend.